Hey, what is up, everyone? So, season 15 is here, and as I was working on my Before You Buy It video on the Plunder Pass earlier, I noticed that we have some really great cosmetics in the Free Pass for this season. So, in this video, I want to talk about just some of the stuff that stood out to me and what stuff I'm seeing in the Free Pass that I really like this season. So, a lot of the beginning rewards that you get for the Free Pass this season don't really stand out to me. It's not until you get to level 20 with the Startle Pufferfish hat that I think you really get to some of the really good cosmetics of this pass. This hat honestly reminds me of like the frog lantern or the bucket hat that we got on a previous season pass as well. And it's just kind of one of those like goofy items that are kind of just fun to wear. Maybe not like the best thing, that's just kind of fun to use and wear. And I think it's just a funny hat. We also have in this pass the Hungering One clothing set, which I think most, if not all, of the cosmetics that go along with this clothing set are really nice looking. So like we have at level 22 the Hungering One Hunter's Belt, or at level 25 the Hungering One Hunter's Hat. Both of those look really great, especially the Hunter's Hat. I love that like the hat actually forms like a waves around the hat, and then you have like the shark fin in the middle. That is really clever, and I think Rare needs all the credit in the world for coming up with that design because that is brilliant. I am really excited to use that hat when I unlock it. Level 30 has the Hungering One Hunter's Gloves that go along with the set. It's not really, that stand out to me as opposed to the other cosmetics, especially that hat, but I think as a whole, it will go well together with the rest of it. At level 33, we also have the Hungering One Hunter's Shirt, which I think looks fantastic. I really like the look of this. I'm a big fan of like kind of like the white and blue aesthetic, and this one you have like the blue that's kind of wrapped around the middle, and then you have like this like kind of a casual mix with like formal type of shirt with it's like kind of like a button-up shirt with a collar and everything, but it's kind of like loosely hanging on it. You have like some cuts and stuff on the sleeve and everything. I just think it looks really nice, and I think it could go well with a lot of different outfits. So I'm really excited about this shirt, really excited about the hat, and I'm really excited about some other ones that we'll be talking about later on in this free pass. Obviously, this won't go for my character for obvious reasons, but at level 40, we have the Hungering One Hunter's Dress, which I think is a really nice looking dress. I really love, like, you can see, like, the fins of the Hungering One as, like, the skirt pieces and stuff. Even, like, some of the scarring on the Hungering One's, like, fin or skin or whatever you want to call it. I just think it looks really great. And one thing that I'm really happy they did with this season pass, which I actually was complaining about either last season or a couple seasons ago, is they had this dress in the season pass that was really cool looking in terms of aesthetics, but they didn't have like a male counterpart to it. And some people got mad at me when I talked about that in the video, just basically saying like, you get a beard, why is that not equivalent? For someone like me, one, I don't care about beards on my character, I don't put beards on my pirate, but also if you just like the aesthetics of an outfit, but it's not an outfit that you would put on your pirate because it's more of a gendered outfit, why not have those options for both genders? I think it's a good idea. So I talked about that in a video in the past where I liked the aesthetics of one of the dresses that were in the free pass, and I wanted to have like an equivalent of that in like a jacket form or something like that. And we didn't get that in the past, but we did get it with this season. So you have this Hungering One Hunter's dress, and you have a jacket that kind of has a similar vibe to it. So I'm really happy they did that. I think that's a great thing, and I hope they keep doing that in the future. And I'll show that off more when we get to that in the pass. Level 43 though, we have the Hungering One Hunter's Boots, which I also think look really nice. Very kind of like low-key simplistic, but I think it's really nice looking. I really like this like white and dark navy blue aesthetic that's with this clothing set. I think it looks really good together, and they did a really good job with just with everything we've seen so far. Level 50 has our first Pirate Legendary Award, which I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of this pistol, but I think this Legendary Hunter's Call pistol has some merit, and I think I will try to use it a little bit. I like that it has like a little bit of a sight on it, and I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, and I'm happy that for the Pirate Legendary Award, it's not just another like beard or something that I probably wouldn't use. The weapon cosmetics, I typically switch out a little bit more often than, say, like my clothing items and stuff. So I'm happy that we got an interesting new Pirate Legend reward to go along with the season. At level 51, I thought I'd mention it because I think it's notable to mention in this video. However, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of this one either, is the Crystal Dagger Throwing Knife. So The throwing knives are pretty new, so there's not too many cosmetics that go along with it, so I think it's pretty notable when we do get some cosmetics for it. And this one, I wouldn't say it's bad. I just think there's a lot of throwing knives that are a lot better to use in the game, but, you know, it's a nice little free reward there. I'll quickly mention this as well. At level 55, we have the Hungering 1 Hunter's Trousers. This I think is fine. You know, I wouldn't say it really stands out too much. Really, the only thing that you can kind of tie this back to the Hungering 1 is the little bit of the Hungering 1 skin on the side of it. But other than that, it's kind of just a regular looking set of trousers. Nothing wrong with that, you know. I don't think we need the whole thing decked out in Hungering 1 skin, but just, you know, wanted to mention that we do have those here. Moving on, at level 60, we have the Beguiling Boar belt, which I think is fine. I don't think it's a belt that it's not a belt that stands out to me too much, but I do think it's kind of cool that it's like has like this little bit of tough fur on the side of it from a boar and goes along well with like the hunting theme for the season. So I'm happy that a lot of these cosmetics fit in well with the theme of the season. At level 66, we have a pretty cool looking peg leg for the Hungering 1, which basically looks like a hunting spear, and I think it's pretty cool. Honestly though, I probably won't use this. I don't really use peg legs in general for my pirates, but I do think it's a nice looking one, and I think it would go really well with this Hungering 1 set. I feel like the peg legs are pretty important to like the Hunter's Call look, you know, given like Merrick and stuff like that. So having a cool peg leg like this, I think this is great for anyone trying to go for that Hunter's Call aesthetic. Next at level 70, I think this pistol is actually a lot better than the Pirate Legend pistol that we looked at earlier. It's the Luxurious Lizard pistol. I am 99% sure that this is a reskin of another pistol they have in game. I feel like it was like a pistol that they gave out as one of the free rewards for the Pirate Emporium one month. And then I think it's the Pirate Emporium cosmetic. Could be wrong on that, but this just seems very familiar. But I do like it. It's cool having like the little lizard on the top. I think the color choices with this, they could have been better, but I do like it. I like the gold aesthetic with it. Even like the gold eyes on the lizard I think are a really nice touch. And it's kind of cool seeing like the tail of the lizard wrap around the base of the pistol. So I think there's a lot to like with this one. At level 76, we get a pretty interesting looking hook for the Hungering 1, where it's got like all these jagged edges to it around the hook. So I thought that was pretty cool looking. Another one that I probably won't use just because I don't really use hooks in the game either, but, you know, thought I'd mention it. I do think it looks pretty nice. At level 80, this one I really do like a lot, is the Hungering 1 Hunter's Eye Patch. Now, if you didn't realize it, this eye patch is basically trying to look like the Hungering 1's eyes, where it has the double eyes that are represented by these like green gems here. So I think that looks really nice. The only thing that I don't really like a lot is like that band. You know, I think that's getting a little too picky, but, you know, the band, I just don't know. The color doesn't really go well with it, but other than that, I really like this eye patch. Finally, at level 90, this is what I was talking about earlier when we were talking about the dress, and I think they did a fantastic job with this jacket. And this is the Hungering 1 Hunter's jacket, and I love all the little details with it, such as like the collar of the jacket having like the light blue and white specks of the Hungering 1, and then even I'm pretty sure those are bones that are on the side of the jacket, and like the rope that's wrapped around the sleeve of it. All of this stuff I think just looks really great, and this honestly will probably be my new main jacket for a while now. I think they did a really great job with this pass, but especially with this Hungering 1 Hunter's jacket and the hat that goes with it. Finally, to wrap up this pass, we have a few more rewards. Level 91, we have this Call of the Seas sales, which I just wanted to mention it mainly because we saw it in the teaser before and stuff. I'm a little disappointed with these sales. It's just the same Hunter's Call sales that we've had for many years, but like just a little bit more worn down. I would have liked to see them do like a new take on the Hunter's Call sales, because if you think about it, we have the original Hunter's Call sales that we got years ago. Now we got 2 more variants of that sale in the Emissary rewards for the first month for the Hunter's Call. And now we have a 4th variant of these same sales, and none of them really are that different from each other or that great in my opinion. I think the original one, honestly, is probably still the best one. So I would have been interested to see them do like a new take on a Hunter's Call sale, rather than just keep making variants of the original one. But if you like it, you know, great for you. it's just not something that's that appealing to me, but I wanted to be kind of thorough with this video because I do think this free pass is really good this season. I think there's a lot of great cosmetics in here to enjoy. We got two more to talk about. At level 96, we have the Steely Hammerhead Cutlass. I really like this one. It has kind of like a nice curvy look to it, which I think is pretty cool. It also has this like really cool like spiked edges. And I also think the hilt looks really cool. Altogether, I think it's a really nice cutlass. Probably not going to take over some of my favorite cutlasses in the game, but I think it is a nice one, especially if you're new to the game. This is a cool one to have in your inventory. Finally, at level 100, we get another jacket for this pass with the legendary Hunter's Call jacket. This I don't think is as good as the Hungering One jacket that we looked at earlier, but I do think it is pretty nice. It almost looks like more of like a chef outfit to me. So I think it goes well if you're trying to go more towards the like fishing or cooking aesthetic of the Hunter's Call. So I like that we're kind of focusing on lots of different areas of the Hunter's Call. I'd say the Hungering One is more about like the monster hunting with like the megalodons and stuff. And then this one is more focused on like the fishing and the cooking aspect of the Hunter's Call. So I'm really happy that we're covering lots of different areas of the Hunter's Call aesthetic with this pass. But that covers my thoughts on this season's free pass. I think it's a really great one. I'm pretty excited to unlock a lot of these. And I'm interested to hear what y'all think about this. What's your favorite cosmetic from this season pass? And if you're interested, I made a video talking about my thoughts on this season's Plunder Pass. So if you want to hear me talk more about these different cosmetics that we got this season, definitely check that video out. But if you enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you hit the like and subscribed. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.